Our job is to make policy, and ours is to be able to then be able to help our superintendent to be able to carry out her goals and her mission that we have for the school district.
The voice of the newest Flagler School Board member, Derek Bars. Karen Johnson takes a look at his resume and what he intends to bring to Flagler schools.
Governor Ron DeSantis has appointed Derek Bars to the Flagler School Board, filling the seat vacated by Sally Hunt's recent resignation. Hunt left the board with a track record of advocacy for equitable resources and academic growth. Now Bars is picking up the baton.
I have a strong desire to make sure that we can kind of bridge that gap between our community, our students, our families, with law enforcement, and a school resource officer is a great way to be able to do that. Then from there, I went to work with the state, and I retired from the Florida Highway Patrol.
Superintendent Moore welcomed Bars' appointment, noting that his background in public service aligns well with the district's priorities, including finding ways to eliminate the red tape for teachers.
Now, teachers are saying, I don't want to do this anymore. I hear this over and over from teachers that say, I just want to teach. I want to be a teacher. That's what I want to do. They have so much burden on them for the time that they're in the classroom. They're not able to be able to teach the fundamentals of what they want to do and what they've gone to school to be able to do.
As Bars steps in, the board is fully prepared to address the priorities of the district, maintaining its focus on student outcomes, safety, and effective communication within the Flagler County community.
Our job is to be able to make sure that we have good policy to drive that success.
With Bars' appointment, the board is now fully staffed. For Flagler's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Friday, November 1st.
The spray planes will be here this coming Saturday on the 2nd, and they will start spraying if the conditions are right.
The state of Florida will begin aerial mosquito spraying this weekend in Flagler County.
We are doing this because the mosquitoes in our traps and numbers are just about 20 times what they were before the hurricane hit.
Mike Martin is chairman of the board of the East Flagler Control District.
As of the week of the 19th, we do know that there have been cases of West Nile in Volusia County, in Nassau County, as well as in Putnam County. And some of those mosquitoes can travel as much as 20 miles in a night. So you really have to try to cover the whole area. If you don't, you're just going to get the mosquitoes traveling from the areas that were not sprayed into the areas that are, because we don't spray the ground. There is no lasting effect. As soon as the sun comes up, the ultraviolet lights kills the chemicals. It breaks down into constituent elements, and they're not harmful to anybody.
Martin says the planes will avoid organic farms.
We know that there are some organic farms in the county, and we will not be spraying those. Those are blocked out. We spray by GPS coordinates. It's an automated system. So we will put those coordinates of these organic farms in, and we will not be spraying those or trying to spray anywhere near up to the borders.
Martin says the goal is to get area mosquito counts lower.
We know what the average counts are, so that's what we're trying to get them down to, and that's what state law allows us to do, to continue spraying until we get them down to the baseline.
Martin says they should be done spraying by Wednesday. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Daryl Newton.
This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. This week is Mobility Week, and the city of Palm Coast wants to celebrate today with you. Brittany Kershaw is the Director of Communications and Marketing.
We are hosting a Mobility Week event today at 4 p.m. at the Lehigh Trailhead. And for those who don't know, the Lehigh Trailhead is right adjacent to Fire Station 25 and right near the new Southern Recreation Center. It's at 1350 Beltier Parkway. So at 4 p.m. we'll be out there with Flagler County's Parks and Recreation and the River to Sea, TPO, and the Florida Department of Transportation. And we'll have all kinds of booths and activities and free giveaways and helmet fittings and all of that fun stuff. And then we'll embark on a 3-mile walk down the trail to celebrate Mobility Week and our ability to get around in Flagler County and Palm Coast. So we invite everybody to come out and spend the afternoon/evening with us, and we'll take a walk and get a bunch of goodies and learn some valuable information about Mobility Week in Flagler County.
The city of Palm Coast and Flagler County have an interconnected trail network of over 130 miles.
And for those who don't know, the Lehigh Trailhead is a great amenity, and it has restroom facilities, community gardens, a small and a large dog park, and it's right adjacent to the Lehigh Trail.
Mobility Week is a statewide celebration dedicated to promoting safe and sustainable transportation choices. It's the first weekend of November, and there's plenty going on for the family in Flagler County. Stacy is with Fun for Augie Kids.
Join a ranger for the first Friday garden walk. Learn about the history of Washington oaks while exploring their formal gardens. You are invited to Flagler Beach for a night of family fun at the First Friday event. There will be live music, dancing, food vendors, arts and crafts, and more. Tomorrow, the Flagler County Library is hosting their STEAM activity. Come explore the world of science, technology, engineering, arts, and math through hands-on activities. Donate some of your time for the Operation Christmas Child Shoebox Packing Party. They will share the vision of OCC, pack shoebox items already donated, and enjoy pizza and friendship together. For more on these events and others, please visit us on our website at fun4augiekids.com. Have a great weekend.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.
And now, Mike Licio with your WNZF local sports update.
The biggest night of the year in Football County has arrived. FPC hosts Matanzas in the 16th Annual Potato Bowl tonight at Sal Campanella Stadium, with Flagler County supremacy on the line. The Bulldogs are 7-1 on the year, coming off a win over ranked Spruce Creek for their best start since 2019, led by Hayden Hayes' 25 touchdown passes and Colby Cronk's 21.5 sacks. Currently the 4th seed in the playoff rankings, FPC still has a chance to capture the district championship with a win against DeLand next Thursday. But Coach Daniel Fish says now is not the time to look ahead.
But we're just going to focus on the next one. You know, we got the Potato Bowl coming up. It's a big game against Matanzas, and we have an opportunity to get our 8th win of the season. I think we're excited to continue to prove people wrong and continue to grow as a family, as a team, and continue to get better.
The visiting Pirates will depend on their stingy defense, which allows just 217 yards per game, led by linebacker Cooper May and safety Jezariah McCoy. Matanzas is looking for their first win on the field against FPC since 2016. Join Rich Carroll, John Austin, and I on the WNZF Sports Network. Listen here, watch on the WNZF Facebook page and the Flagler Radio YouTube channel, with coverage beginning at 6:45. Tune in tomorrow to the Rich and Mike Sports Show for a Potato Bowl recap, 7:30 a.m. right here and always on the Flagler Radio app. Soccer preseason, the FPC boys beat Pedro Menendez 4-2 on Tuesday. Wednesday, the Pirate girls were in St. Augustine to take on the alma mater. Sienna Gutierrez had 2 goals in the 6-2 Matanzas win. Coach Scott Crook on his team's growth from last season.
All of our girls were committed to wanting to improve to keep the momentum of the program growing.
The regular season begins next week. Girls golf, Zoe Allred of Matanzas finished 3rd in districts to qualify for next week's district tournament in Gainesville. WNZF is your home for local sports, with updates Mondays and Fridays. From the sports desk, I'm Mike Licio.